Throughout Torah literature and in the Talmud, they're called the Erev Rav. The Erev Rav. If you remember when the Israelites came out of Egypt, the Torah says that an Erev Rav, a mixed multitude, came out with them. And we say that there's different opinions as to how many of them there were. Typically, we say that there was about 3,000 of them, meaning these Egyptian idolaters that joined the Israelites when they came out of Egypt. And they stood there at Mount Sinai and received the Ten Commandments. They experienced the divine revelation. And in so doing, they became kind of Jewish. They became part of the Jewish people. But at their core, they remained idolaters. And they were the ones that instigated the golden calf. That's why the Torah says that when Moses came back down from the mountain and he punished the people for the golden calf, it says that they slayed 3,000 people. Who were those 3,000? Those were the 3,000 Erev Rav, these false imposters that were posing as Jews, but were really idolaters whose whole job is to lead the people astray and to corrupt their minds and their souls. And the Kabbalistic texts like the Zohar and the Arizal often discuss this, that the Erev Rav returns in each generation. They keep coming back over and over and over again in each generation, and they do the same thing. Their job in each generation is to discredit Jews, to make Jews look bad. They are a major source of anti-Semitism, and their whole mission is to corrupt the minds of the Jewish people and others. And the Arizal, let me just add one thing before I forget, and the Arizal actually says, if you like numerology, the Arizal says if you look at the numerical value of that Torah term, Erev Rav, if you add up the numbers, Erev Rav is 474. Because the Arizal says the word da'at, knowledge, like etz da'at, the tree of knowledge, da'at is 474. And he says this is their power. Their power is to corrupt the minds of people. They infiltrate through da'at, through knowledge, through the mind. And that is their power. They are brainwashers. They are propagandists. So that's the Erev Rav. And there's an equivalent in the non-Jewish world, which is Amalek. Because Amalek, we say, is also that same force that corrupts people among the Gentiles and opposes the Jewish people. And the Erev Rav and the Amalek are spiritually come from the same root. So the Amalek refers to the non-Jewish, this force, this corrupting anti-God force, secularist, materialist, atheistic force among the Gentiles is called Amalek, and within the Jewish world, these imposter Jews who just give us a bad name and corrupt the minds of the Jewish people is called the Erev Rav.